Focus. Today we're doing wine talk. Unfortunately, I don't have wine. My corkscrew has decided we are not going to drink some wine today. But either way, this video must happen. So today we're talking about late 20-something. I'm a late 20-something. I'm not going to tell you my age, but it's crazy. When you're on your late 20s, you start feeling, oh my God, 30s are coming. What will I do? Yeah, that's the feeling I'm having. You're late 20-something. I mean, there are things you've started realizing the older you grow that were not apparent when you are in your early 20s. For example, you start realizing how right your parents were. Sometimes our parents would make these decisions that would be like, what? But the older you grow, you start realizing, oh my God, my mom did this because of this. Oh my God, my dad denied me this because of this. It makes sense now. And the older you grow, at least for some of us, you start seeing that your parents only wanted the best for you. At least for most people, you start saying that your parents wanted the best for you, and at the time you misconstrued it and you didn't even see why your dad or your mom was doing something, you know. Next, you start realizing that your circle starts getting small, like unbelievably small. You're left with, guys, the amount of true friends I have, I can count with one hand. And it's problematic because I was always this person who had so many friends, like especially in my campus years. I think that those were the ages when I had so many friends. I was always on my phone, always texting. I was such a texter. Nowadays I don't even have time for text. If you text me, I'll call you or send you a voice note because I feel like it's easier. Also, the older you grow, you start thinking, oh my gosh, I should have saved earlier. Like your finances, you start being more concerned. You start reading like self-help books about finance and about health. Let's talk about health. Health is also something that starts coming up a lot because your body does not look the way it used to. Your skin does not look the way it used to, and it's kind of sad to see that you're starting, your metabolism is starting to get low, and your body is sort of not at where it used to be when you were in your early 20s. For example, if you were used to going out all night and partying, like when I was in my early 20s in campus, I really enjoyed myself. I used to go out a lot and we would party till morning with my friends. But now, even when it's at 10 and you're on a night out, you start feeling tired and your eyes start getting tired and you start looking for, you know, ways to get out of there or go home. And also your body doesn't handle liquor. If you drink, doesn't handle liquor the way it used to. Right now I can't afford to, you know, drink the way I used to drink when I was younger. In fact, like alcohol starts being phased off out of your life, and for me it's different because that's my career, and you know, I mean, that's what I do. I have a wines and spirits blog, so but I tend to feel that alcohol and late 20s don't really mix so well. At least let me speak for me. Next, you realize that I'll come back to the part about friends. Your circle gets small and you're left with people who are there for life, people who are like ride or die, who will be there for you for life, and you can do anything for them. And you actually start making a priority to meet up with people. Back then it was so random, like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm free, can we be? Oh yeah. It was so easy to meet up. Nowadays you have to account for, I'm having a Russia next week, I'm having a wedding I'm attending, I'm meeting my parents. You have to account for all those and sync your calendars with all your friends so that you guys can meet when it's most convenient for you. In fact, we were making a joke like, nowadays trying to meet up with your friends is like, oh, I think we are all free 10 years from now. So yeah, I mean, it's sad. Next, you start feeling, oh my gosh, I'm getting closer to 30, and it becomes like a ticking time bomb because I don't know, 30 is like this big age where I'm supposed to get my shit together. I'm supposed to have figured everything out. But I'm sorry, but in your late 20s, sometimes you never know. Nothing is set on stone. I mean, you don't really know. You've not figured your life out yet. And this is from my experience. Kudos to you if you figured your life out and in your late 20s. For me, it's always a state of, you know, I need to figure stuff out. And the next thing is you start being friends with older people, and you start being friends with people you never knew you'd be friends with. For example, like your parents, you start telling them intimate things about yourself and your life, and you even question yourself, oh wow, am I telling my mom this? But they understand, and your relationship tends to take a different turn. Next, you start appreciating time alone. Back then, like, you wouldn't appreciate your own silence. You start thinking about things, you start appreciating your own time, you know what you want. Next, your finances start being a priority. You are more aware of your finances, you're more cautious of how you spend your money. You develop this amazing discipline, like you pass a pair of killer boots without flinching and you won't buy them. You get this amazing discipline. Every purchase sometimes has to be pre-thought, because you've gotten away with, you know, not being frugal and just spending as you wish in your 20s, but most of things you've not even worn them. So late 20s, you get some sense and you don't even do that. Next, you realize that for you to actually meet people, you have to actually make plans, call in advance, check with their calendar, give them time. And back then it would be like, hey, what are you doing Friday? Oh, I'm free. Nowadays people are not free, people have things they're doing, and it's interesting. Then you get more on your plate. I'm beginning to think that in your late 20s you get more on your plate in terms of career, and yeah, you don't have time to waste. You don't even have time for a social life sometimes. But late 20s are a beautiful age. It's the time that you get your stuff together. It's a time that can make or break you, and yeah, it's just a beautiful age. So if you're in your late 20s, cheers. Even if I don't have some wine, but cheers, and we're gonna get through this and we're gonna become amazing people. Mwah.